Hello everyone, this is me Anmol, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you the basics of jQuery. So I am having the request for creating some basic and essential training for jQuery. So I do have the advanced tutorial on my site, but these are for the beginners only. So what is jQuery? Simply, jQuery is the library created in JavaScript so that we can use their functions and methods and do the work easily and with the less code. Okay. To to start with, we'll have just go to jquery.com and download the jQuery library. I have already downloaded it. This one. Okay. And one more thing you'll be needing is this, the Firebug. The Firebug extension is really good for debugging in jQuery. So let's get started. I'll create a new file here, save this file into my jQuery index.html. Okay, so title write jQuery. Okay, so to start with, let's open this. Okay. So to start with, we need to include this file here. Okay, so I'll include it in the head script source. You can use the CDN as well, but I'll be using the local one, js/.js. Okay, let's open its source. Here you can see I have included this file. So to test that if the jQuery is included successfully, we'll write some code of JavaScript jQuery, and I'll show you how this syntax is relevant. So to start with jQuery, you have to use this syntax a lot. jQuery, I'll be using document dot ready function. This would be the basic syntax. You can use jQuery here, or you can use dollar here, one and the same thing, but I always prefer to use jQuery because in some cases there are different libraries included, like the prototype and other libraries. They also use dollar. So to avoid the conflict, I always use jQuery here. Okay, so what does this syntax mean? This syntax mean when your document is loaded and ready to use, then only this function will be called. Okay, so let's write here alert working. So if the jQuery is included correctly, you'll see an alert here. Okay, working. Good. So this would be a basic syntax. I'll urge you to use this syntax in your every jQuery script, because this will ensure that your elements are loaded correctly, and after that we have manipulated them. Okay, so let's write here simple. What are selectors in jQuery? So if you are familiar with CSS, the CSS selectors are used in jQuery. This make it easy to understand it. Like let's make in a div here. Okay, so I'll write here the ID of the div, my div. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add some text in this div by using jQuery method jQuery. Okay, now I have to select the same syntax which we have used here. We have selected document first. Now we'll be selecting this my div. So as I have said that this uses the same syntax as CSS. So to select this one, I'll, as its ID, I'll use hash, same as CSS, my div, and I'll write here text, and I'll write this is my div. Okay, and you can see this is my div, and it's coming from jQuery, not here, because if you see the source, you can see here there's nothing in this, but it's included by jQuery. The same case can be done like we have included a div name. We'll add the class here, div class. We have added 4 here. We can simply use, remember the Q here is capital, jQuery. So since this is a class, and in CSS to access the class we use dot, we'll use same here, dot div class dot text. Text is the method in jQuery or function in jQuery which added the text in the div or in any element you have called. Okay, this is div with class. When I refresh it, you can see it, this is div with class. These 4 divs, this is so these are the selectors in jQuery, and this is the basic of jQuery. Then whenever you want to use the jQuery, this is your syntax. You just have to include the jQuery file, then this is the syntax we are using, and then jQuery identifier, then selector. It can be hash, it can be this, or one more thing just for the fun sake, like jQuery, if I add div here and add any property to this like div color, I'll be discussing these functions as well. Okay, so this is the color. I'll give the color red to it. This will be applicable to all the divs because I have selected the div here. Okay, so you can either select this or using classes or using ID here. So this is the basic and the basic syntax of jQuery and the selectors in jQuery. There are more selectors which are used with the methods. We'll be discussing that in another video. So yeah, this is the it. So let me know if you have any query, and have a nice day. Thank you.